My name is Emma. I am 27 years old. I am married to a man named Daniel. He is 31. We have a son, Tim, who is 5 years old. Daniel is a good man. He works in an office and works very hard for our family. He leaves the house early in the morning and comes back very late at night. Sometimes Tim is already asleep when Daniel gets home. Daniel is tired. He eats dinner, watches TV, and goes straight to bed. Most of the time, I am with Tim. We play games and have dinner together at 6 o'clock. But our life feels very lonely. Daniel is rarely there for dinner. I often feel like I am raising Tim alone. Even though I have a husband, our marriage feels empty. We don't talk much anymore, only about bills or Tim's school. I miss feeling close to Daniel. I want him to look at me and make me feel loved, but he's always busy with work. After Tim goes to bed, I often sit alone in the living room. I wish life was different. I wish Daniel was more present. Martin, Daniel's best friend, came to our house often. He usually came to see Daniel, but Daniel was often still at work, so Martin stayed with Tim and me. Martin was very different from Daniel. He always had time for us. He brought toys for Tim, and Tim loved it. He also fixed things around the house that were broken. Daniel always said he would fix things, but never had time. Martin even fixed a broken shelf in the kitchen. He never complained. He told me I was a good mother. Daniel never said that anymore. With Martin, I felt safe. I felt understood. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't stop the feeling. I was afraid because these feelings were for my husband's best friend. One evening, Martin came to our house. He wanted to see Daniel. Tim went to bed early. I was happy to see Martin. Then the phone rang. It was Daniel. He said he was sorry, but he had to work late again. I felt sad. Martin looked sad for me. He knew how lonely I felt when Daniel was not home. Martin stayed in the living room while I went to the bathroom. I told him I needed a shower. I closed the door and turned on the water. Suddenly, I heard a loud crash. Water was everywhere. A pipe had broken. I screamed. I didn't know what to do. Martin heard me and ran to the bathroom. He opened the door and saw water everywhere. We were both standing in cold water. Martin turned the valve with all his strength. Slowly, the water stopped. We were both wet. My clothes stuck to me. Martin's hair was wet too. We were very close. Our hearts were beating fast. We looked into each other's eyes. Martin touched my face and kissed me. That night, we stayed together. I slept with Daniel's best friend. For the first time in a long time, I felt alive. The next morning, I woke up alone. Martin was gone. He left very early. He didn't say goodbye. We had been so close, and now he was gone. I felt guilty about Daniel. Daniel is my husband, and Martin is his best friend. What we did was wrong. I kept looking at my phone. I waited for a message from Martin. I waited for a call, but nothing came. Why didn't he call me? Did the kiss mean nothing to him? I thought about my marriage. I looked at my wedding ring. It felt heavy on my finger. I knew I should feel ashamed, but my heart wanted Martin. I wanted to see him again. I called Martin. He answered. He said he was busy all the time. He said he could not visit our house anymore, not even to see Tim. I felt hurt. I could not wait for him to call me. I needed to know why he was acting this way. So I drove to his house. I rang the doorbell. Martin opened the door. He looked surprised. I walked inside before he could stop me. "I like you, Martin," I said. "You make me feel alive." Martin did not look happy. He looked sad. He said, "Daniel is my best friend. You betrayed him. What we did was wrong." I walked closer. I wanted him to forget everything and kissed him again. I put my arms around Martin and kissed him. For a moment, he held me tight, but then he stopped. He pushed me away. Martin looked scared. He moved away from the sofa. He said he would tell Daniel the truth. He said he could not keep the secret. I drove back home. I hoped Martin would stop, but he did not. That evening, Martin called Daniel and told him everything. Daniel came home. His face was red with anger. He threw his keys on the kitchen table. He shouted my name. "Emma, is it true?" he asked. I could not move or speak. I just looked at him. "Tell me, Emma, did you sleep with Martin?" I nodded. Daniel looked shocked and very angry. "You are selfish," he said. "You don't understand how hard I work for this family." Then I shouted too. "Yes, it is true. But you must know why. You are never here, Daniel. I am alone every day. I feel invisible in this house. Martin saw me. Martin talked to me. He made me feel safe when you did not." We were shouting so loudly that we woke Tim. He came out of his room, standing in the hallway. He looked scared and started crying loudly. Daniel picked up Tim and held him tight. He looked at me. His anger was gone. "We cannot do this to him," he said. "We must stop fighting." I nodded. I knew I hurt Daniel, but I hurt our son even more. Daniel looked at me with sad eyes. "We will try again. We will try to fix our marriage for Tim." Tears filled my eyes. "Yes," I said. After the fight, Daniel promised to stop working late. He said he would come home early every day. He also ended his friendship with Martin. Martin could not be part of our lives anymore. I understood why. Daniel tried to be a better father and husband. He helped Tim with homework, cooked dinner, and spent more time with us. But Daniel and I still felt distant. He did not trust me. I could see the hurt in his eyes. I wanted to say sorry, but the words felt empty. We acted like a happy family when Tim was around. We smiled for him. But after he went to bed, the silence returned. Daniel and I did not touch or speak about what happened. We hoped that over time, the pain would fade. Life is quiet now. Daniel comes home early, and we try to be a family. I cook, clean, and take care of Tim. I am a wife and a mother. This is the life I chose. My heart feels heavy, but I know I did the right thing for my family. Martin is gone forever. Sometimes I think about him. I miss his laugh. I miss the way he looked at me, but I cannot see him again. I chose my husband and my son. My life is safe now. I look at Tim and know I made the right decision. But I will always carry the memory of that night with Martin in my heart.